Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right. I am Don Palacio.
And I'm Marlene Cuellar. And thank you for joining us this morning.
Yep, it is a beautiful morning out here in the city. It's hot already. That much I could tell you. But nonetheless, we'll be taking a look at the weather a little later on this morning. All right. But what a beautiful morning it is. And we're so grateful to at least over the city be having some wonderful weather. There's so much to get to. We've got some three topics this morning to discuss with you. It is a fun Friday, but sometimes we need to discuss some hard stuff, especially on a Friday. Speaking of hard stuff, Marlene, in terms of the news, there were so many things. There were so many things to discuss actually that showcase itself in news yesterday.
Well, but before that, I do want to start off by, of course, extending our condolences to the Belize Police Department. We have, in fact, confirmed that there was a murder on Burgess Key, and that the person who was fatally shot was Superintendent Henry Jamont.
Wow.
And so what we do know so far is that he received a single gunshot. We have limited information at this time. Our news team will be putting together a comprehensive story, and we'll provide more updates throughout the day. But we have confirmed, in fact, that was a murder that took place overnight in San Pedro, and that I'm sure for the Belize Police Department, it is going to be a very tough day. We've got memory of, we've got memory of him. I've met him a couple of times socially, and of course at his place of work. A very good gentleman there, and like you mentioned, Marlene, will be diving into this story today, of course, in the newscast. So we invite for you to check that out later on this evening at 6 o'clock. Of course, we've got updates and more on our social media pages right here on 5. Yeah.
And diving into our show for this morning, one of the stories very interesting that came out of the news last night. We've got a new Governor General, Her Excellency Froila Salam, and it was a beautiful ceremony yesterday, a traditional ceremony yesterday, as she was inducted or sworn in as the Governor General of Belize. And it went like wildfire, Marlene, on social media yesterday with a lot of congratulatory messages. I could just imagine the feel of Belizeans. As a matter of fact, yesterday watching the story, I got goosebumps all over, especially looking at how she's been inducted and the events that were carried out there, doing the deer dance, the food that was prepared, all traditional. And I think that for our country, we're actually moving into something that is best for us to reckon the indigenous people of our country. And so this, for me, is great news.
Yeah. No, it was, there are only 3 times that this ceremony has been conducted. The first in 1981 for our first Governor General, Dr. Dame Anita Gordon, the late Dr. Dame Anita Gordon, in 1993 for Sir Calvin Young, and now in 2021 for Her Excellency Froila Salam. So it was an absolutely historic day. I think it was so great to see the infusion of culture into the installation ceremony yesterday. The spiritual deer dance, of course, was a very integral part of it, where they bestowed their blessings on Her Excellency Froila Salam. and also, just the different representations of the cultures there as well.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful day, and a beautiful day to celebrate being Belizean.
One of the biggest takeaways, Mara, is the fact that the kudos that were actually given to her on social media, and from well-reputable folks, especially across this globe, saying congratulations. This definitely for us is historic and hit home in the best possible way. So that was a great thing that came out of the news yesterday.
It's also historic that it's the first female aide-de-camp. Of course,
yes.
The ADC is from the Belize Coast Guard. And we do want to extend congratulations to her as well. Her name is Melissa Jones, and
Yes.
there you see her already taking on the role.
Yes, definitely. I read the stories on her as well, and it brings me much pride, a great pride, to see how how things are actually stepping up. Women in this world are actually, women in this country are actually being showcased in the forefront, because that is where they belong.
Yeah.
So I really and truly appreciated
It is such a critical role, as we learned when we discussed the passing of the late Dr. Damonita Gordon.
Yeah,
We spoke to her aide-de-camps and heard about the stories of how closely they work together, how important that particular professional relationship is. And we learned the same through the ADC for Sir Colville Young when we celebrated his retirement, and how his ADC could be able to identify so many powerful stories and examples, because he's been witness to all of it. So that's also really something to celebrate as well.
Definitely. I could just imagine. I could just imagine what it's going to be like for the next few years. Like I mentioned, our Belizean women are actually being showcased in the forefront. They're here to lead.
Yeah.
And we're so prideful and proud of that. Also coming out of the news, Marlene.
Well, I was going to say, you mentioned the food, and that was actually quite an interesting diversion, because the day itself, there was a lot of thought that went into how the day would be celebrated. And of course, one of Belize's favorite chefs, Chef Sean Quillen, was there to be able to prepare a meal fitting for the occasion. And, our viewers here, and we definitely know Sean, he goes all out when he's given a theme for something. And our reporter, Dwayne Moody, from the news department, did not miss out on what was happening there. So he captured the behind the scenes of the preparation of that special meal.
Wow.
So let's take a look at that.
It was a feast fit for a queen. Well, not the queen, but the queen's representative and new Governor General of Belize, Froila Salam. So to give homage to Salam's cultural heritage, Chef Sean Quillen headed to southern Belize to get the inspiration for the 11 uniquely made and plated dishes that were served today.
I went on a culinary journey for the last 7 days. I've been sourcing things way down. I almost got into Guatemala through Jalacte. I traveled from, I made white lime on the Hummingbird Highway. I got Obel, I got Hute, we're making Landshark, which I have a list of things. I get fish from Hopkins straight from the 6:30 in the morning. We have an extensive 10 course here. As a matter of fact, it's 11 courses because we have the pinole. But if you want to hear, it's authentic from her. I sex it up.
Chef Sean is known to travel the country, experiencing the rich cultures of Belize and creating authentic cuisine with an international twist. It is documented on his social media platforms. But for this event, he collaborated with Claudia Sake, a Maya Mupan woman from Maya Center in the south.
Whenever we have an event, the culture will dictate what I cook. Today is a special occasion. Miss Froila Salam happens to be a Mopan Maya.
I get it from the village. I kill it, I clean it, local chicken, the ground pepper, I did it, and the coffee, everything. And the sweet tortilla, the chukwa he's talking about, I get it from the farm, shell it, cook it, make it into the little biscuit. That's right now. Then the ubel, he used for the fish, you get in Hopkins. That's what I did.
Pinole.
Oh, the pinole.
Chocolate.
The pinole, I had to roast it. After I roast it, I cool it down for 4 hours. Then we grind it And the roasted cocoa, the same thing, the black pepper and the other spices I use in there, and then
How long this process take?
oh my, it take like a week.
From a deconstructed tamales with turkey, cheese, and roasted veggies to an atole and a dessert version of a garnachas or tostadas that uses sweet corn, a chocolate ganache, mint, and flower petals. Chef Sean and his team's Maya-inspired cuisine was fit for royalty.
This is a jute, and a jute is a river snail. And we took a little bamboo skewer, put some corn and atole, which everybody knows atole is corn. And in Garifuna, we take cassava that needs saho. And you know, but this is a sexy shooter, and then you pop it in your mouth and everybody say, wow, but it's really what we've been eating for many years, sir. Do you see how you have anthropology of the study of what? The culture and food and people? I mean, this is almost food anthropology, and it's unofficial because I'm documented. We don't have a book to say this or that and that or this. I have to ask the lady. And then just now when I got out there, Mrs. Salam's mom sat with me and she said, this is bringing back memories because connotation is powerful. If you may live, the people that are watching this newscast that are living in the diaspora, they smell tamales leaf, they remember their childhood, right? They start to worry because, as a matter of fact, I have a tattoo called no barcode because when we cook, we don't cook with barcodes, sir. We don't cook with things from a label. We cook from the land.
Dwayne Moody for News 5.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But, you know, I think it was lovely to hear the behind-the-scenes stories of the preparation. Very
Yeah.
often we don't look at those type of details.
This is a classic example of when you do your homework, your
Yeah.
results is always what you expect. I think that for Sean Quillen and who he is, going out there doing homework and getting that real cultural feel is you know, it's something that you can't beat. As a matter of fact, he mentioned, you know what, I've got a tattoo on me that says no barcode because he does not cook with that. So I'd like to say kudos to Sean Quillen, and of course more so to Miss Sake, who, you know, they were out there preparing authentic Mayan cuisine for an event that truly deserved it, you know. So I you know, big kudos to them, and that's one of the stories that is actually picking up steam on social media.
Okay, yeah, so there's also other news happening today. We have a house meeting taking place.
Yeah, so we have house meeting this morning. Of course, that's going to be on our social media page, and news stories from that will be in our 6 p.m. news report as well. Also to note, and in the news yesterday, we've got our borders, Belize's borders to Mexico, Guatemala, and of course that of down south, and of course our sea borders should be opening on the first day of June, and that's what, about 2 days from now. But there are some naysayers about it. Some well-reputable doctors in Belize, well-known doctors in Belize, are saying that is not the way to go. As a matter of fact, they're also saying that, you know what, while we're battling things here at home and things might be at ease, what could happen is that variants could be introduced into our population. And they're saying that, you know what, this is something that we really need to be mindful of.
When it comes to Quintana Roo, their health officials officially announced that they are in a third wave of COVID. You know, I think one of the things Dr. Cuellar said last night was critical, that there is an understanding that economically we need to allow for more tourism in the country. That's definitely a part of the rebound that we're looking forward to, but how do we do it responsibly? Minister Shabat noted, of course, that Dr. Musa is a part of the COVID medical team,
yes.
that does the planning. And so it will be interesting. Perhaps what needs to happen is that there has to be some disclosure as to what type of protocols will be in place at the border, whether or not we have sufficient manpower, technology, and equipment there to be able to ensure that people are safe to enter the country. But it does open the door for us to broaden the discussion as to what this reopening means at this time.
Definitely. You're right in terms of showcasing or at least broadcasting what the protocols are going to be. The Ministry of Health also is saying that, you know what, we're not just, yes, we're going to open these borders, but they will be phased. But, you know, so I think what needs to happen, especially for people to readily accept it. It's to say how it will be phased. And I think once we get there, then eventually everybody would understand and see how we move forward from there. But that's the situation with respect to the news and what we've got lined up for you for this morning, so we showcase to you. What we're about to do, though, is actually provide to you some motivation, as we'll be taking a look at the eye-opener taken from dailyom.com.
All right, and the motivation for today goes like this. It is possible to find happiness in any job, because what you do is often less important than how you do it. In our search to define ourselves, we often look to our job to show us our worth. Society does not judge all professions equally, however, and it is not uncommon for the individuals who hold jobs that others may consider to be ordinary or menial to feel that they themselves are ordinary or menial. In truth, many wonderful and wise people throughout history have held what have typically been perceived as ordinary jobs, and this in no way has had any bearing on whether or not they have managed to contribute their skills and talents to the world. Whether you work in business, education, medicine, retail, or another profession, your worth is inherent to who you are and not what you do for a living. Take pride in your work, and others will notice your passion. You can contribute your talents and skills to this world while doing any job. It is not the kind of work you do that allows you to be of service. It is you who must choose to be of service through the work that you do.
Oh my God.
Love it.
I love that.
Beat me to it.
It simply says to me that, you know what, it doesn't matter what job you've got, just try to be as best as possible. You know, Marlene, a famed broadcaster in Belize back in the day, and I'll call his name Brian Mosiah, once told me, John, it doesn't matter what you do, try to be the best at it and do it with as much passion as possible. If you're going out there and you're going to take care of the streets or pick up some garbage, do it with passion. And you, just by the way you're doing your job, will enable some recognition to you. What you're doing is not only for you, but you're doing it for everyone. For this reason, I always say that everyone is everyone's asset, because that is what we do. You know, in a workplace, there are certain tiers to jobs, but at the same time, as long as you're providing, as long as you're putting in what you're supposed to put in with the passion that you love to do it, then trust me, it will transcend out there. The last part of the eye-opener is one that I reckon with. It is not the kind of work that you do, or it is not the kind of work you do that allows you to be of service. It is you who must choose to be of service through the work that you do. I'd take that piece, put it, frame it, and put it on a wall so everybody could see it, because it is the truth. Mm-hmm.
And, you know, there's no school that you'll learn passion. So it doesn't matter what work you do. Once you put your whole self into it, once you know that you are going to be driven by the passion for what you do, rather than paying attention to where you feel it ranks on some invisible scale. It's so, I mean, haven't you been to, it could be a coffee shop and you meet somebody who is just so passionate about what they're doing. And naturally, these people brighten up your day immediately. Sometimes it's, and we see it within our workplace all the time, it's the dedication and detail that somebody may take in creating something. We were just talking to our colleague here who talked about getting the perfect shot for something.
Yes, Dreams, that's a perfect example, Dreams. Thank you.
Passion, and it's something that you can't be taught. You have to take it on for yourself. And the key thing there is that people take notice of passion.
Yeah.
They see when you love what you do, they see when you care about what you do, and they see when you're willing to put in the work for what you
That's
do.
right,
And I
that's
think
right.
it makes all the difference, one, in your final product. It also makes a difference in what you're able. I mean, even sometimes I have a guy who helps with my yard. You know, the dedication he takes in pruning. I mean, it is so admirable, and it's one of those things that you look at people, and it makes a big difference in the interactions you have, in who wants to hire you after that. So I could give great recommendations after that, because I have noticed the passion, and I think that is always what's going to be your best sales pitch for yourself.
Every time. And while we ventured off to say our camera guy here, Ken
Roy.
Yes, Ken Dreams, so we call her. That's my bro. That's my bro. Also, I saw that passion from Sean Queelan. I saw that passion from Dwayne. And the story, Miss Saki. And what transcends with that is the greatest thing. It's the flavor, it's the taste, everything. Everything that, as long as you put that passion into it, it doesn't matter what your job is. It doesn't matter what you do, but it's how you do it.
That's right.
Wow.
Great eye-opener for today. We got to get moving into our weather.
That's right. We've got Francisca on the line. Francisca, good morning.
Speaking of passion, right?
Yeah.
This
She's passionate.
lady's passionate about making sure we know the weather. Good morning. How are you?
Today?
I am doing great, thanks. And how about you?
We are doing excelente. It's a beautiful morning, but we would like to know more because a lot of people might have plans for the weekend. So, what's the general situation going to be like for today?
It's going to be generally fair.
Oh, cool. That's a good thing. Generally fair.
Generally fair, and let me just say what that means. Good weather to do outdoor stuff.
Oh, great. And will that move on to the during the 24 hour in the next 24 hours?
Yes, that will continue throughout the weekend.
All right. And winds?
Winds 5 to 15 knots out of the east and producing light chop seas.
All right, great. And what about our temperatures for today? Highs and lows?
Highs 89 along the coast, 95 inland, 84 up in the Maya Mountains. Lows 80 along the coast, 74 inland, and 66 up in the Maya Mountains.
Sounds good. And I guess we'll sum it up with the extended forecast.
Okay, so we'll continue to see these fair conditions around the country. You might get one little shower, but very brief. So that's it. Enjoy your outdoor activities.
Wow. Francisca, that's short, sweet, to the point. We'll be having some good weather throughout the weekend. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a great day and weekend. We hope you enjoy the outdoors too.
Thanks, I will. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Oh, it's always great to have a conversation with the folks from National Met Service. It's always trying to keep us abreast of what the weather is going to be like.
That's right.
And so we move on for this morning's show. We've got three topics lined up for you for this morning. It is a fun Friday. I'll tell you what, in the first segment, we'll be chit-chatting with some young folks, some young people, some graduates. They haven't graduated as yet. They'll be graduating this year, though. As a matter of fact, in probably a couple of weeks. They'll be talking to us. They'll be doing some reflecting on school, especially in COVID-19, in this COVID-19 time. What it's like for them and what do they expect? That's going to be our first segment.
That's right. The second part of our show, there is a new booking platform that's going to help you book your tropical and cultural experience. And we're going to find out all about it from the founder and CEO of Unlocking Belize. I love that name.
Yeah, I love it. I love it too. And in the third segment for this morning, well, it's made from real fruit juice, but it is for the adults. Bowen & Bowen introduces Landshark Hard Seltzer. We'll have folks in to tell us exactly what it is and why is it for the adults. So we'll take a look at those three topics following our commercial break. Speaking of our commercial break, we've got to give our birthday shout out, and we'd like to say a big, big happy birthday to none other than Leticia Baptist Mejia. Happy birthday to you, girl. Happy birthday to you, coming from your entire family, coming from your family here at Channel 5 and your family right here on Open Your Eyes. Happy birthday to you. We'll take the break. When we come back, we'll jump directly into our first conversation. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Are you a teacher or public sector employee who is thinking of owning your new home? Get the keys to your new home with Belize Bank's all-inclusive mortgage, the best financing option in Belize for your new home purchase or construction. Inclusive of all mortgage-related fees, no down payment, affordable terms, amazingly low interest rates. Visit our nearest branch to speak to one of our financial advisors to discuss how you can be one step closer to owning your new home. Some conditions apply.
Smart continues to expand its internet coverage countrywide to help you live a smarter life.
Our villagers are very happy. They are pleased to know that Smart went the extra mile to put a tower in our village so that our villagers can get live stream on their TVs and they can get their kids doing their online classes. I want to say to Smart, thank you for making it possible for us to get internet in Gardenia village. We really do appreciate it.
Smart continues to take the internet and mobile services to communities across Belize. Now save even more when you bundle your Smart broadband with Smart mobile services. Smart, bringing people together.
With the touch of a finger, we can easily unlock our phones and securely gain access to our data. This technology is called biometrics, and the Social Security Board is introducing fingerprint recognition to make transactions and handling of your sensitive data secure, fast, accurate, and convenient. Is your identity safe? Fingerprint recognition will keep your Social Security record secure and confidential while making your access fast and easy. It protects your identity. Is your name a common one? Fingerprint recognition uses your unique characteristics, ensuring your hard-earned benefits go directly to you, the rightful owner. Tired of all the paperwork? Fingerprinting makes this hassle-free. Your convenience and your information security is our priority. Fingerprint recognition coming soon. Social Security at your fingertips.
Dwayne Moody, Isani Cayetano, Andrea Polanco, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes, go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
And we'll be back in a few, so stay tuned. Thanks, Jen. Hey there, we know you have to head out to work shortly, but don't forget that you can stay tuned by watching us on our Facebook live stream. Find us at Open Your Eyes BC, and you can continue watching there. You can also download Facebook Watch on your streaming device, and you can watch at your own convenience.
And for all the behind-the-scenes fun, follow us on Instagram at OYE Belize. So,
find us
and follow us
today.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The Daily Obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's Daily Obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
Today's COVID update is brought to you by Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price but stay for the service.
We're back. Welcome back to Open Your Eyes, where we are moving now into our first segment for the morning. Now, this one is a conversation we're looking forward to. We've got some students who'll be graduating this year, and they'll be talking to us about their field. What was school like within a pandemic, and then having to do school or go to school online before going back to the classrooms. Now, in with us, we've got Michael Alvarado. He is Michael Alvarado. Michael, raise your hand. We'll raise your hand, bro. There you go, Michael. You know, it's so funny that you and the other guy all the way in the corner, he raised his hand at the same time. So Michael Alvarado is in with us. He's from St. John's. We've got Dion Usher, Information and Technology student at Nazarene High School. Morning, D. We've got CJ Griffith, Technical Education student from Gwendesaraga High School. We've got Daniele Granados, Science student at St. Catherine Academy. And also Celeste Lopez, Academic Arts student from EP York High School. Guys, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
All right.
Well, we're so thankful that you decided to participate in our conversation today. I know, is this very early for you guys?
Right now, yes.
And you're dressed in your uniform too. I love that. But it's an opportunity to hear from you as students who are in a graduation year in a pandemic about what the experience has been like for you. So let's start off talking, how many of you, when is your graduation going to be? Tell me that.
Well, my graduation is going to be June 5th.
Okay. And that's Michael. Dion, when is your graduation?
My graduation will be on June 10th.
All right. And CJ?
My graduation will be on June 19th.
All right. And Daniele?
Okay. So we are just about a week, about 2 weeks for some of you, away from your graduation day. Senior year is a year when you enter high school that you look forward to, but you also know it's going to be a lot of work. What has it been like for you guys?
Let's start with Celeste. Celeste, what has it been like for you?
Well, it hasn't been really easy adjusting to all the new changes from when we were in school to now when we're in a pandemic.
Was the high school was it something that you enjoyed?
Yes, I like going to school and being with my friends and learning things every day.
At the start of the pandemic, what was your thought? You were not able to go to school. School actually just closed like that for about a year. What was your thought? How did you feel?
Well, at first I was, like any other student, I was kind of happy that school was closing because I was stressed out about everything. But then after time passed, I was just like getting tired of being home all the time and then not being able to see my friends and learning the way I used to.
Yeah.
And Daniele, tell us about your experience. So when schools closed in March 2020, you would have been about 1.5 semesters into your first year with your new major. What was it like?
I had mixed emotions about it. At first, I was excited. I was like, online classes will be easier than going to in-person school. And I was excited because I live in a village. I have to get up really early. I was like, wow, with this online, I could get up exact 8 o'clock, and I'll be ready. And then I was sad because in a way I didn't really get to enjoy the moments of my senior year that I had thought I would have been expecting. And in another way, I was a bit scared because I didn't necessarily know what I would have been expecting.
Yeah. All right. Michael and Dion, tell us about your experience.
Yeah. Michael?
I guess I'll go first.
Yes, jump in.
Well, as everyone here, I guess I was excited too about the online school. Our school was kind of closing for the time. And I guess after my second year, like fourth form, doing online, it was growing a bit tired because we were already going to go to school, but then they canceled that. So I was a bit kind of sad that we weren't able to go because I wasn't able to see all my friends for like a whole semester.
Yeah.
So I would say that at the start I was excited, but now I would say I would rather the in-person experience.
Wow. Why is that?
Well, I mean, the learning is different. I think face-to-face is a bit better in terms that it's more structured and like you learn stuff better. Like the questions that you ask in class, like you ask a teacher a question and they answer it. It's not the same as online school.
Wow. And Dion, do you feel the same way?
Mostly me, of course. With the different challenges that we mostly do, like online, with different technical issues, like with the internet breaking down, or some other sort of circumstances that we had. I think that it can temporarily bring us down for like when we're at like beginning of fourth form. It could really devastate our way of academic performance. So in a way, I think it consider us lucky.
Wow. What about, and Dion, staying with you, what about, your social skills? Because, like Marlene mentioned, March 2020, school closed. And then you guys had to stay home. But at the same time, you're not around your friends. You're not around the students that you're so used to. What was that like for you?
Well, it's not because that, just because that we're on a pandemic doesn't mean we get to have the, doesn't mean that we didn't chat with our friends. We could still use our social media, something like that. We could still chat with the team system. And mostly we can get to have a little bit of fun, like putting like emojis, something like that, use memes.
Yeah.
It's all good fun.
Okay, so you've used social media to stay engaged with your friends. Tell me, so when the first year ended, you completed third form, and then you realized senior year was going to be online as well. Were you still excited, or was that when it kicked in that, oh man, I'm gonna miss out on everything that comes along with senior year? Prom, parents' night, even SBAs and then CXCs.
Yep, CXCs I can guarantee is the a little bit more difficult because we're having like a bit of problems trying to find some research, and mostly through the problems that we mentioned before, it's a bit rough on the edges. But there were some diamonds in the rough though, like we could be able to research it online with our friends, making sure that we could just send it by email so they can proofread it, something like that. And we can also, making sure that it is well performed just enough so that they can be acceptable for our teachers.
All right. So let's get CJ Griffith in. CJ, no, we didn't miss you out, my brother. We didn't miss you out. What would you say, CJ, would be some of the classes or that you actually missed, the face-to-face classes, what physical education and so forth? What did you miss the most?
Well, the class that I missed the most was metal work because it was very interactive. Being outside, welding, cleaning the metal, learning hands-on. That was what I missed the most.
Wow.
The class that I missed the most.
And of course, that's a very good trade. New houses are coming up. People want burglar bars and stuff like that. So I'm definitely there with you. But CJ, how do you feel now that you're actually near the end of high school?
Well, I'm happy, very excited that it is coming to an end.
Yeah.
But I will also be missing school a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, ladies, tell us about well, actually, I want all of you to tell me about what you feel about missing out on some of those signature moments in high school. And that does include kind of, rounding off your years at school, and you sign your shirt or your uniform, and you get ready for graduation and prom. What has it been like not having those experiences?
Yeah. Celeste, let's start with you.
Well, I did feel like I didn't get the full high school experience, but then again, there were some things I wasn't sure I was going to attend to, like prom. I was still in the bit, but it would have been nice to have a choice.
Yeah. Okay, and Daniele?
Uh-oh, we can't hear you
We can't
for
hear
some
you
reason.
too well. Yeah.
It's really low.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So personally, prom was never really something I was necessarily looking forward to. However, parents' night and graduation was something that I was really excited for.
Yeah.
Like it's something that I have been looking forward to since I was in primary school. So it was a bit disappointing knowing that I wouldn't really have gotten the real experience. But I tried to look at it from a positive perspective, whereas other people didn't get to experience this kind of situation. So I'll have a different story from other people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. And Michael, Dion, CJ?
Well, we did miss out on prom. However, our school is trying to make it kind of special for us in terms that we had a drive-through kind of thing for our report cards.
Okay.
Which they took our pictures. They gave us our report cards in person, and it was nice. And then they're also doing a picture day for us where we're actually planning to sign our shirts, so we still have that kind of memory.
Yeah.
Cool.
CJ?
Michael? Yeah. CJ?
Also, although you could still have a part in it, the signing on the shirts and also having parents' night, we are not fully missing out on everything.
Yeah.
But I grew to accept that this would be the new way and just have to accept it mentally.
Yeah.
And Michael?
Is it my turn?
Oh, no, it was Dion. Dion, yeah, sorry.
All right, so, okay. So what I would like to say beforehand is that I kind of have to admit there are some few moments that I actually missed out on school, like what they said before, like with prom. But it doesn't mean that we hadn't get shirts because at least I can remember, like last week we had to go to our school to go get our invitations for graduation, and we have to safely let our students try to write our shirts just for the fans. And also we've been planning to take our graduation ceremony to, I think it was supposed to be on Princess Casino.
Oh.
Okay. Wow.
So we're not really missing out on anything.
Let me ask you something. You know, in high school, I think a lot of people dislike going to school. Do you think when you do return to classrooms that you will have a different appreciation for being able to sit along with friends and learn in the same room?
Honestly, I have both neutral feelings for those things because to me, like learning is such a fundamental thing to me that I have to get used to. That is sort of like had a sense of fun, accomplishment, and also very well-rounded appreciation for teachers all around.
Wow. So Dion, staying with you. What are you looking forward to following high school?
Well, I would look forward following when I go to our college this year. I'm hoping that the COVID-19 will just easily die down so that all of us could live on our normal lives, basically. We can get to travel around the world at last, going on holidays, and mostly just chatting with our friends, usually and wholeheartedly.
Cool.
Yeah. And what about the rest of you? Are you looking forward to being, great students sitting in a classroom with friends again?
Well, I would say in the start, yeah, when I start off the first semester of junior college, yeah, I'll have that fun experience of being back in school. But maybe like in the second semester, that might die down because of all of the work that we have and especially in the course that I want to go in physics, which is very demanding.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to maybe not have that much fun in terms of wanting to go to school, but I'll still have to do it.
You're a science major, right?
Yes.
So how did you manage with some of your labs if you're doing physics and you're online?
Well, the labs, the school decided to set a few dates for us to go in and do our labs.
Okay, okay.
And then, well, most of the time the teachers would give us the topics and we would have to research them and do some parts of them at home, and then we go and finish them in the lab.
Oh, okay. Clearly, because you wouldn't have chemicals for reactions at home, right?
Yeah. And also, well, most of the chemicals parts that they did, and the ones they showed us, our chemistry teacher used to video themselves doing the reactions.
Oh.
And well, we would base most of our hypothesis and discussions on those.
Oh. But it's so much more fun when you do it for yourself.
Yeah, it's much more fun playing with the chemicals. Well, safely, not yeah.
Yes.
And Danielle, you're also a science student at St. Catherine Academy. How did you, especially when it comes to the labs, exactly like what Michael said, how did you fear off?
Majority of the labs we had done in third form. There was just a few that we hadn't done yet in fourth form, and I believe one of them we did virtually. Others it could have been performed at home, and then the rest they showed us YouTube videos on how it would look like if we had done it.
So, as a former science student myself, did you skip out on dissection? Because I would have skipped that in high school if I could. I can't hear.
I was looking forward to, actually.
You were looking forward to dissection, okay.
Cool.
Well, you know, I'm sure you can find a frog somewhere.
I sense a doctor coming on there. And CJ, let's get to you, my brother. What are you looking forward to following high school? Are you, tell us how you feel about that afterwards.
Well, yes. Well, I've been taking an online course for network security. So after high school, I plan to find an online job or start to work.
So network technology, you said?
Yes, sir.
Sounds something like IT?
Yes, yes.
All right, so you'll be venturing off into that. At the same time, you looked forward to doing metal work, and that was one of the things that you missed, not going to school. Yeah, it seems like a double major there, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, all right.
For IT and metal.
All right. And Celeste, what are you looking forward to following high school?
Well, I applied to a junior college and I got accepted, so
Congratulations.
I can't wait to start my new year.
Yeah. Which junior college did you apply to?
St. John's.
Wow. Congratulations to you.
Yeah.
What was it like when you got that letter said that you were accepted? How did you feel?
Well, when I got the letter, I was in a math class, so I had to like hide my excitement.
Okay, let's flip things over. What's been the silver lining of completing your high school experience online? Does anybody have a silver lining here? Daniele, you said for you it means you didn't have to wake up as early.
There's several things that I found to be good from the situation. For example, like I developed my technological skills, I developed better multitasking skills. I realized my potential and my determination to like stay motivated and not to slack. I found that in a way online was a bit easier in terms of having the internet to help me a lot.
Yeah.
And for me, the most important thing that I got to do over this online experience was spend time with my family more, as they were working from home too.
Wow. Totally understood.
Yeah.
And
CJ?
Yeah.
Well, yes, not having to get up early in the morning is a major part of it, but being able to stay at home and getting off school a little bit earlier, being able to go in the yard, tending to plants and to the animals, it really brought joy to me and kept me fit physically and mentally healthy.
Wow. And Michael?
I would say spending time with my family was one of the best parts of, online school, having more time to eat lunches with my parents and my sister, and also having time to talk to them during my breaks. And I would also say this online school actually taught me about time management.
Okay.
How to manage my time correctly, because most assignments were due at midnight, so I had to figure out how to get all 4 assignments ready by midnight.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Dion, tell us for you. So you're doing IT, right?
Actually, it's a business with the EDPNM, actually.
I don't know what's
yeah,
EDPNM.
you're gone there for Mike. You're gone there for Dion.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
And EDPNM is sort of like electronic document management and preparation.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for breaking down your very technical language. So, okay, a part of it is business, but then also if you are dealing with electronic document management, all this time you're spending online, that's an added benefit, isn't it?
Oh yes, indeed, because you can actually prepare documents, store them into hard drives and something like that, and when your company needs them for sort of use, I could just easily deliver them on the fly.
Cool.
Simple.
Well, Dion, I'm interested to find out, why did you choose this as your major, information technology?
Well, the thing is that when I'm going to SJCJC, I'm going to be studying that a little bit more, because I wanted to be a little bit more inventive sort of way, like creating new experiences for entertainment sort of thing. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, bro. I know
So
what you
Dion,
mean.
tell us about how Nazarene High School has been preparing for the graduation, and what you guys are, how they're trying to make it a significant experience for the graduates.
Well, I think I noticed so far is that they're going to try to give out invitations so they can at least like prepare for the presentation. I think that some of our homeroom teachers might be able to try and call us at certain days to try and make us practice on how we should do that specific event. And when everything goes smooth as well, it will be easy and breezy as cheesy.
Cool. Cool.
So your silver lining for doing school online, tell us.
Well, the best thing about the online learning so far is that we can actually use like research different things easier thanks to the internet. And the best thing so far out of all this, we can get to spend time with our families and our friends in our neighborhood, and just enjoy life as it is around here. Because as an urban area like here with Max Barra, Sand Hill, it is mostly peaceful at certain times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, listen, I think you all made your parents so happy just hearing that you appreciate spending time with them, because especially at your age, that's not how parents feel. But globally, you know, the concern for teenagers is that many people may be struggling with their mental health because of the lack of connection. Have you found friends, perhaps, that have struggled with this time? Anyone want to chime in?
I think only one friend, but I'm not going to speak her name though, because for privacy reasons. But I think she usually mostly calls me for some sort of like difficult struggles in her life and trying to complete her homework. So what I mostly do is to try to help her out as best as I can by helping her out with homework and just mostly talking to her about her feelings in general.
Yeah, that's well done, Dion. What I'm hearing from you is that you're actually a shoulder to lean on, which of course everybody needs.
Anyone else have that experience? Have you found that some friends maybe struggled more with being at home?
I have 3 friends that we call each other every single day during this online experience, because we found that although we like to spend time at home, it can get overwhelming at times
Mhm.
when it's overextended like this. So we try to call each other often to keep each other company and just to talk and get a different perspective of things sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael?
What about you, Michael?
Yeah.
Well, during the online schooling, me and my friends tried to recreate school in a way where each time we had a break, lunch, or after school, we would go on a call and act as if we were like sitting at a lunch table and just like discussing about our classes or just about anything we want to talk about.
That's cool.
That's, yeah.
Celeste?
Well, I have my group of friends, and we try to keep in contact as much as we can.
Mm-hmm.
And like during this, like when we can't spend time together, we just realize how much we actually need each other and how much we miss. And then so we just appreciate the times that we have together when we go to school sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you know, guys, because time is dwindling, in wrapping up, and I'd like to hear from each of you, and I'm going to start right back with you, Celeste. There are so many students who might not be in the position you are, maybe not graduating or maybe not able to, or maybe don't know how to handle this entire pandemic. What would you say to them for comfort?
Well, I would say that they have to hang in there because I know that it's like we're going through a hard period right now, but what else can we do, right? We just have to like, push as hard as we can because you only have one life and you have to like do the most so that you don't have any regrets.
Yeah. And Michael?
I would say there's a light at the end of the tunnel. This pandemic will pass. Maybe not now, but soon. And I would say try and find something that makes you at peace, if it's either meditating or even talking with your family or friends or even playing some video games for a while. I would say try and find something that makes you happy so that it can motivate you to continue going on forward.
Yeah. CJ?
Yes, I would say have a spiritual schedule. That's what I have personally. Every day, get up to read a portion of the Bible, which helps me to stay mentally focused, and it will also help other people to my friends, classmates, to keep their mentality strong and have a positive view.
Wow. And Daniele?
Well, a word of advice I'd say to help
Your audio is very low again.
Yeah.
A bit of advice I'd have for this experience would be to not wait until last minute to do activities or assignments, to try and do them in your free time. And I'd say to just be positive about this whole thing because as humans, we experience a lot of things that can greatly impact our life. And instead of dwelling on the negatives, we can focus on the positives. For example, we can always thank God for waking up every morning and being healthy and for seeing our family more often.
Wow. And finally, Dion.
Well, I will have to admit there are a bit of hardships going on with this pandemic, but I know that I should say this in a perspective that some of my classmates did not make it for the sort. But I will have to say that once my vice principal told me this, is that failure is not an option. You will must try to keep going on until you actually made it through the end of the tunnel. There will be a beacon of light for you, and no matter what your hardships might be, just remember that there are always family members right there beside you who can help you always.
Wow. What a way to sum it up, Dion. What a way to sum it up, guys. We're so thankful that you guys could have joined us this morning to get your perspective of what school was like during a pandemic and what is it like having to graduate at this particular time and what's being forward for you. Thank all of you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And enjoy your socially distant drive-by. What else is it going to be? A small group graduation ceremonies that are yet to come.
So enjoy.
Bye,
All right.
everybody. There you go. A part of the class of 2021.
Yes.
Congratulations to all our young minds across the country. We know it's been a difficult year and a half for them. High school is such a important time in our lives, and they have managed through it. And what I think is best is just hearing how they've been able to find positive experiences in what has been a challenging time.
Definitely. Challenging times indeed. Strange year indeed, but it makes for historical conversation in the future. Nonetheless, we need to take a break. When we come back, we'll be talking about unlocking Belize. How do you do that? And how do you get the niceties of this country? We'll tell you when we come back.
This COVID update was brought to you by Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price, but stay for the service. Working off-site doesn't mean you have to be off your game. Studies have shown that simply adding a keyboard and mouse to your laptop increases productivity by 26%. Add a monitor, and you'll be 35% more productive. At Fulltech Systems, we have what you need to enhance your remote work or e-learning experience. With devices such as headsets, video conferencing monitors, webcams, keyboards, mice, docking stations, all with the brands you trust. Keep connected with collaboration tools like Microsoft 365 Suite and Kaspersky and perform efficiently no matter where you are. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price, but stay for the service.
Smart continues to expand its internet coverage countrywide to help you live a smarter life.
Our villagers are very happy. They are pleased to know that Smart went the extra mile to put a tower in our village so that our villagers can get live streams on their TVs and they can get their kids doing their online classes. I want to say to Smart, thank you for making it possible for us to get internet in Gardenia Village. We really do appreciate it.
Smart continues to take the internet and mobile services to communities across Belize. Now save even more when you bundle your smart broadband with smart mobile services. Smart, bringing people together.
2020 taught us the importance of being connected to the virtual world, and NextGen is here to keep its commitment to you. Even if you're physically apart, NextGen keeps you digitally connected.
Okay everyone, thank you for following me today.
NextGen provides more than just an internet plan. They provide service plans that support all your online needs. Sign up today and get your NextGen's ultra high-speed internet service. NextGen, powered by Central TV and Internet.
Dwayne Moody, Isani Cayetano, Andrea Polanco, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes, go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
And we'll be back in a few, so stay tuned. Thanks, Jen. Hey there, we know you have to head out to work shortly, but don't forget that you can stay tuned by watching us on our Facebook live stream. Find us at Open Your Eyes BC, and you can continue watching there. You can also download Facebook Watch on your streaming device, and you can watch at your own convenience.
And for all the behind-the-scenes fun, follow us on Instagram at OYE Belize. So,
find us
and follow us
today.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The daily obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's daily obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
Right now, the vaccine trials do not show where the COVID vaccine makes any pre-existing conditions worse. In fact, persons with preconditions, medical conditions, that mean that if they get the disease, they are more likely to get a severe disease and are at risk of death. Persons who are obese, have chronic lung problems, cardiovascular disease, kidney disease, or any other serious disease, they are protected from developing the complications of severe COVID. So it is better to take the vaccine even if you have medical comorbidities or preconditions.
Been drinking all night, feeling so high, better not drive, won't even try. Been drinking all night, feeling so high, better not drive, ain't gonna try. Been drinking all night, feeling so high, better not drive, ain't gonna try. If you're drinking and driving, I'm not going with ya. If you're drinking and driving, I'm not going with ya. People die every day, I'm not going with ya. I'ma find my own way, I'm not going with ya. It's okay, I'll wait. Even good people make mistakes. I don't wanna realize when it's too late. Drinking and driving is never safe. If you're drinking and driving, I'm not going with ya. If you're drinking and driving, I'm not going with ya. Been drinking all night, feeling so high, better not drive, ain't gonna try. Been drinking all night, feeling so high, better not drive, ain't gonna try.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. We're moving into our second segment, and this one is very interesting because this one is actually about unlocking Belize. Now, how do you do that? We've got the guy in to tell us all about it. He's Mylon McDonald. He's the founder and CEO of Unlocking Belize. Mylon, morning, my brother, and welcome.
Good morning.
Now, the question simply is, how do you unlock Belize? What are you talking about? And why would I want to unlock Belize? What do you mean by this?
So, Unlocking Belize was designed for both
tourist and Belizean. I created Unlocking Belize with the idea to have tour operators, hoteliers, and as well as transportation providers list their service. So we're more a marketing and booking platform.
Oh, so this is for tourism.
Correct.
Ah. So how did you come up with the concept? Tell us about that.
I like to travel, and sometimes when I travel, I meet friends, and they're like, where are you from? And we get to know each other, and not a lot of people know where Belize is or what is Belize all about. So when you explain it to them, they get excited about it, and then they want to come. And about 2 years ago, I was making a transition from working full-time at a university, and then after that I decided to switch and take on entrepreneurship, just straight dive in, and I sat down and I think what all I'm interested in at the moment. And traveling is my big passion, so I figured why not do that and do it for Belize.
Wow. What has been the traction so far? This is something that have been launched already. What has been the...
No, we're getting ready to launch right here next week. We'll say open up for booking right now. We're still doing some testing and everything like that this weekend. And next week we're going to open it up to the world. We have social media influencers getting ready to push their thing, different marketing avenues such as trade show that we're going to be attending. We have the magazine that's going to be going out, and also digital content that's going to go out. While most people tend to focus on North America, we're looking at other regions such as Europe and Asia, like especially for after the pandemic, to target the Asian continent to get them to come here, to try to increase what we currently have going on here in Belize.
Now, as a booking company, you are going to amalgamate kind of the source of where people can get adventure or tour-related experiences in Belize, or are you also coupling in hotel experiences?
Everything. So hotel experience. So we have one of the modules is for hotels, one is for tours and activity, the other one is for shuttles, and there's the next one we're going to open up that's for event. So people here in Belize, like even the locals, like what's going on this weekend. So trying to work with hotels or different individuals who are hosting events and see if we can get them to list their service online. Those who have tickets to be booked or anything like that, we'll help them process their payment. Or if it's for something for free, it's like, hey, I know what's going on, or hey, I'm going to be in Cairo this weekend. What's there to do? And so all these things we're trying to capture over the next few months as time goes on. So make it that one platform where you can go and find certain information or get that experience to come and enjoy Belize and what Belize has to offer.
Mylon, you did mention that you guys will be launching next week.
Correct.
So if I'm a hotelier, how do I sign up to be a part of this? What do I have to do?
So pretty much once you're on the website, if they were to visit the website, it says it right there on the top right-hand side, it says become a member. That's one way to do it. Once you sign on there and everything, you just have to hit become a member. Because we want to be different, at the same time abide with BTB, we decided that, hey, they have to have a BTB license, which means now you have to upload that so we can know that you're a BTB member. If you have your gold standard, you also upload that, and individuals will know that, hey, you are a gold member, and whosoever is the manager or the owner, they get to also list that as well. This Monday, for tour operators only, Monday evening at 7:30, we'll be doing a Zoom meeting. So to go over anything with tour operators, explain them the module and how it works, how to upload a tour, how the commission structure is going to work, the payout structure, and then we're going to do probably on Wednesday for the hoteliers, and then on Thursday for car renters as well.
Wow.
Okay. Now, what's been the response so far from, especially, people may look for a hotel online and then they have to search in each individual site if they're looking for specific amenities. If they're looking for price, they'll go to, one of the other booking sites. But what are you going to offer differently for the people who subscribe to your platform?
In terms of the end user or the hoteliers?
For the hoteliers, for those in the sector here.
Well, so for in the sector here, we're pushing more towards the marketing aspect, right?
Okay.
Give you that exposure.
Yeah.
While there's other OTAs out there like Booking.com, Expedia,
Yeah.
and everything. The thing with those is you have to literally go and look up Belize,
Yeah.
right? Hence, we put Belize in our name, unlocking Belize, just like the name said. We want you to come enjoy what Belize have, and so we're gonna create exposure for them.
Okay.
Right, that's the idea behind it. We want to go and put them in front of the individual, that's out there, so they can come. I know we're in a pandemic right now and everything, but now it's like a perfect time to start get in front of individuals. Like, hey, come to Belize.
Yeah.
Because
when they start thinking about their vacation, that's when you want to get them.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because as the restriction starts to relax, we want them to, to start put Belize as one of their top destinations.
So unlike like Booking and those other sites, travel sites, this one you get to see exactly what you could get like firsthand on that particular site, Unlocking Belize.
Exactly.
Wow.
So like I said, just like everything will be there directly, so you don't have to search around. The only thing you need to do is to maybe select your destination.
That's it.
Yeah.
But we know which parts of the country. And one of the cool things also about what we're doing is for hoteliers, or even for those who have concierge service, they can go and upload their own vacation packages, right? So we try to make it a free market, meaning everyone can go, as long as you're licensed by the BTB, you can list your services, and we're just going to make it an open market, so the individual, you as a consumer, get to select exactly what interests you. And we also have filters and everything there where individuals can select based on their price, whatever
What
interests them,
experience, yeah.
the experience, or the duration for in tours, the duration or something like that.
Yeah. The restaurateurs or the hoteliers might say, wow, this is great. But what's the catch? The catch, do I have to pay to be on Unlocking Belize?
No, that's the cool thing.
What?
So we're commission structured, which means if it's free to market, we'll put it in front of everyone's eyes. Unlocking Belize only get paid when there's a booking. So if there's no booking, then we don't, so it's free. It's easy to upload whatever you're interested in, and then after that, we'll take it from there.
So it's a win-win for your hoteliers and your restaurants, and then you just upload your stuff and that's it.
Pretty much. Well, not so much the restaurants, but more the hotels and tour operators.
Tour operators.
Yeah, there's something later on that we're working on for restaurants as well.
Yeah. And, tours. There are so many tours all over this country, and many of them are kind of promoting themselves on their own sites. So maybe I do a Google search to find something unique in Belize, and maybe I stumble upon them, or word of mouth. Now, talk about the opportunity that people have in being on this one platform with their unique tours.
Well, just like you said, everyone is kind of like promoting their own tours. So if everyone promotes their own tours, it kind of like everything just gets thrown out there, congested. You're spending, hundreds of dollars for PR and everything like that, when we're the one pushing everything. So you just come on the platform and you look for, hey, let's say you want to snorkel. So all the snorkeling tours are going to be there, and you can select whichever one interests you, right? Whether it's you want to do Ho Chan at night, or you want to do it early morning or afternoon. Each tour operator provides something unique.
Yeah.
Right? So it's up to you and the experience that you wish to have. Of course, it's all about, end of the day, traveling for me, I know it's all about experience. And it's the same. I want to get individuals, not just outside the country, but here in Belize, to experience and to travel more here in Belize. So there's also, something that we're going to work on, because there's some tour operators, some hotel, they're like, hey, well, we have Belize pricing. How is that going to work out? So all those little things we're ironing out right now to try to make it that ultimate platform where both tourists and Belizeans can come and book their services.
Wow. We were looking at some of the prices just now on there. I see canoeing for only $59. That's Belize dollars or US dollars?
So the entire platform is going to be US dollars.
Okay.
So the reason we choose US dollars is because of the international market that we chose, and US dollars are pretty standard currency that everyone kind of aim to.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
so that, and because that's your market is for international visitors.
Correct.
Yeah. And for Belizeans who are looking for new things to do when they come home because they've tried so many of the other stuff.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Talk to us about some of the things you've been able to identify so far that will be new on the website. New tours, new hotels.
So right now we don't have much on the hotel aspects. One of the things that we're pushing for the hotel is also to capture the big one and the medium one. We're trying to work with a travel channel to make life easy for them. That's something that we discovered. So we're trying to make life easy for them versus then right now they have to kind of like manually enter thing and monitor their inventory and for tours. But as we continue to develop what we're doing, that's one of the things that we're ironing out along with an app for our vendors as well.
And I'm sure something tells me there are more things coming up. You mentioned about ATVs and you mentioned other stuff like that. Tell us about that.
Oh, well, so I got several projects going on here in the country, and one of them is a company it's going to call Hunabku Adventures. That's going to be in Cristo Rey, Cayo, where we're going to have ATVs adventures.
Okay.
And along with that is a unique bar and grill that we're also working on. And,
okay.
Also in real estate, so there's another platform that's coming out soon, hopefully sometime this summer.
All right, Mylon, it sounds like you'll be wearing a lot of caps soon, sir. But if we would like to know more about your business and what you've got lined up, especially with Unlocking Belize, we go to unlockingbelize.com, that's it?
That's pretty much it for Unlocking Belize.
Okay.
As time goes on, they'll discover the other ones.
Anything else you'd like to share with us before you leave, my good man?
If you're a tour operator and you haven't signed up as yet, or a hotelier, or have a car rental, go ahead and book. As mentioned on Monday, 7:30, we'll be doing a Zoom meeting to get you guys signed up, and Wednesday for the hoteliers and Thursday for the car rental.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And that events page will get started soon, you said?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. That one, at least Belizeans can take advantage of that one too.
Right, it's already there. So this weekend we're just doing some testing. Right after that, it's going to be open up. That's one of the cool thing about the site is if you're a hotelier, you have an event going on that weekend, you can upload that event and individual will see exactly what's going on.
Cool. Well, Mylon. A man with many caps, Mylon McDonald. We're so thankful to have you in this morning. And Unlocking Belize, that's an adventure. Thank you, sir.
Definitely. Thanks for having me.
Well, we're about to take a break. When we come back, we will be telling you about made with real fruit juice. Yes, DNB introducing their new product, Landshark Hard Seltzer. How does it taste? What is it like? We'll tell you when we come back.
Welcome to Nazarene High School. You can apply today. Application fee is only $15. Completed forms must be submitted at the office at Nazarene High School, Princess Margaret Drive. Get your applications from the various primary schools in Belize City at the Nazarene High School office on Princess Margaret Drive and at the Nazarene High School Facebook page. Documents required: Standard 4, Standard 5, and Standard 6 report cards, and recommendation from principal or Standard 6 teacher. Nazarene High School, educating the mind morally, spiritually, and academically.
sweetie, it's time for school.
Are you a teacher or public sector employee who is thinking of owning your new home? Get the keys to your new home with Belize Bank's all-inclusive mortgage, the best financing option in Belize for your new home purchase or construction. Inclusive of all mortgage-related fees, no down payment, affordable terms, amazingly low interest rates. Visit our nearest branch to speak to one of our financial advisors to discuss how you can be one step closer to owning your new home. Some conditions apply.
Dwayne Moody, Isani Cayetano, Andrea Polanco, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
And we'll be back in a few, so stay tuned. Thanks, Jen. Hey there, we know you have to head out to work shortly, but don't forget that you can stay tuned by watching us on our Facebook live stream. Find us at Open Your Eyes BC, and you can continue watching there. You can also download Facebook Watch on your streaming device, and you can watch at your own convenience.
And for all the behind-the-scenes fun, follow us on Instagram at OYE Belize. So,
find us
and follow us
today.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The Daily Obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's Daily Obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. We're moving now into our third and final segment for the morning. Like we mentioned, it is a fun Friday, and why not have some fun with the new product from Bowen & Bowen, Landshark Hard Seltzer. And it is the new kid on the block, and we've got the folks in to tell us all about it. Simone is in with us, and Christian, they're in with us. They're both brand ambassadors for the new product from B&B, Landshark Hard Seltzer. Guys, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, guys. Thank you guys for having us. We're super excited to be here with you guys to talk about the new product that we have going.
And
let's just jump into it. So, from the beginning, everybody's like, what's hard seltzer? So tell us.
Okay, well, basically, we don't want to showcase only just a brand new beverage for Bowen & Bowen. We want to showcase a brand new category, and it's a hard seltzer as well, right?
Yeah.
It's a Landshark Hard Seltzer, spiked and sparkling. It's a spiked and sparkling beverage, and it contains, it's spiked with alcohol, and it contains the real fruit flavors as well, too. It comes with the watermelon lime, the pineapple, and the sour stop, which is my favorite ever. I love the sour stop.
The sour stop has been a hit for sure.
Yeah. And it contains only 80 calories. It's gluten-free, 1 gram of carbs, and 5% of alcohol. So you get the best of both worlds, you know.
Yeah.
Stay healthy and, having fun at the same time with your friends and family, after a long day and everything like that too.
Wow.
So, when you talk about hard seltzer, because it is a new product, people are trying to put it into a category. They're like, well, is it like a beer? Or is it like a wine? Or is it like rum and juice? How do you explain to people what it tastes like?
Well, it's basically like a more healthier alternative to like beers or like other drinks as well too. It's carbonated water as well too, and it contains root fruit flavors as well too. As I mentioned, the flavors.
Yeah.
And it's really refreshing, and it's really good.
Yeah.
Simone, jump in. Tell us.
Yeah, so
exciting.
basically, like he was saying, it's not. I wouldn't say it's not a beer, but it's also like not like a cocktail drink. So it's not sweet. It's more like, I don't know if you could say it's like a little bit of like you could taste like soda water almost. Like maybe you could relate it back to that flavor there.
Yeah.
But it's like it has a hint of flavoring, a fruit flavor, as well as the alcohol. So you kind of have like the best of both there.
Yeah.
So it's like flavored water, sparkling water, and a kick that you need as well.
Exactly.
Right.
Nice.
You summed it up perfect.
Yeah, no, you literally, that's the perfect description. For sure.
I hate to say this. People like to say that it's, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. What would be like a great pairing with it? What would be like that time where you say, you know what? This would surely be the spot.
The drink itself is a very refreshing drink, so it's like one of those things you can have with your lunch, or you could have just like hanging out and having some drinks.
Yeah.
I feel like you can have it any time of the day. Well, not in the morning. You would want to. You'd want to skip in the morning, but.
Well, I mean, if you're on a boat trip.
If you're on a boat trip, or if you're like out, enjoying your time with some friends, or. And the whole image around it is like, we're in the Caribbean. They're tropical flavors, and you want to kind of incorporate that with what Belize is already. Belize is a Caribbean, it's in the Caribbean. We have like, palm trees, blue waters, nice and tropical, and then this complements the already ongoing theme of Belize.
With only 80 calories?
And only 80 calories, so it's perfect.
It's perfect time for the summer as well.
And 1 gram of carb. When people try to stay away from carbs and whatnot,
really
and this is only one.
And it's also gluten-free, so it's like you get the best of both.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hard seltzers have been increasingly popular in the market right now. For you especially, why is this your preferred taste?
Well, like we said, the hard seltzer is a really growing brand globally, especially in the United States as well too. Fastest growing alcoholic beverage.
Yes.
And we just want to be innovative and leaders of the Belize market, and just want everybody to get a try out. And we want everyone to have a variety of choices of their own beverages. You know how people always categorize beverages with the genders, spread out for the females, kids and stuff, for the males and everything like that. But like hard seltzer is for everyone to just come together and just have fun and just enjoy it. We encourage everyone to come out and just enjoy it. And we'll be having samples, locations starting today. This weekend, today and tomorrow for 6 weeks. So throughout the week we'll be showing, we'll be posting our locations.
Yeah, because we want everybody to have a taste of it.
Yeah.
And it is a new category to Belize, and everybody is still very they're still trying to get familiar with what a hard seltzer is.
Yeah.
So the sampling locations will be perfect for everybody to come out and try to see, what flavors they like, as well as what resonates more with them.
So we're not sure right now as to, right now on hand we don't know the sampling areas as yet, but Simone, is this product, there we go, it's right there.
You don't know that or you
we have sampling locations available.
There we go, it's right there on the screen, Now, but Simone, can I go to the store right now and say, you know what, I'll pick mine up for the weekend?
Yeah, you can go to the store. They're already available countrywide, so you guys can walk into any store as well as any restaurant. At this point, we're thinking that they should have them available.
And what are the flavors again?
Pineapple, and soursop.
Ah.
And those are the current flavors right now. So.
Ooh, there's expansion coming. I'm gonna put in my list of food. I love to do that. But what's your favorite? Tell me.
Well, my favorite currently is the soursop. Because I love soursop, and I feel like this really does, like, you taste it. It's not too sweet. You taste the soursop, but it's like very nice and refreshing.
Yeah.
And
Soursop as well too.
Yeah, the soursop has been a big hit. It really has been a big hit. Like a lot of my friends as well that has tried it, they say that the soursop is where it's at.
Well, ta-da! I've tasted it, and my favorite is the watermelon. Because I like watermelon.
Yeah, because you like watermelon.
Yes.
Resonate more with that. But yeah, soursop.
So I'm the only one who hasn't.
Yes,
but I have mine chilling, and I'm looking forward to the pineapple because I am a pineapple lover. But I wanted to ask, I think, or palates change very often. At one point in time, we all love a very sweet drink. Sometimes people love the taste of beer. Do you think that it's just kind of the new generation now that we're talking about a healthier, more refreshing type of alcohol to consume?
Yeah, it is. So basically, like everybody could see the trend of just everybody taking precautions and looking at their health and being more healthy, especially like with the ongoing thing with COVID and stuff. Everybody has, made health a big part of their lives.
Yeah.
And this is a drink for those health, like more of a healthier alternative to your regular beer or Smirnoff or cocktail because of the carbs. Less carbs, less calories, and it's gluten-free as well.
All right.
I don't even have to guess if I have to. I don't like sweet drinks so much, so I'd have to have a craving.
No, that's the thing.
This would be perfect.
It's perfect for that because it's not too sweet and it's not strong either.
Yeah.
It's more refreshing than it is anything else.
And I just like for clarity, because while folks are seeing this in a package like this is not in a package.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It comes in a 6-pack.
It comes in a 6-pack where you can buy them single. It depends on your preference.
All right.
What's the alcohol content and how does it measure compared to other drinks?
It contains 5% of alcohol. And,
what?
5%? So you got to drink responsibly. Even though it's not strong, we got to drink responsibly as well too. Always. of course.
Marlene says she does. Okay.
Okay, so rank it for me.
5%. Okay. With along the lines of beers, I could rank that for you there. Okay. Or let me go with Smirnoff. Smirnoff is about 7% alcohol. This one is 5%, so it's two notches down.
Thank you.
Yes, so that's what you've got
so
there.
I'm still gonna get my cake.
It's actually
yes, you still.
Yes. So it seems like flavor and all the greatness in a bottle, a fruity way. I like it.
Yes,
Delicioso.
Yes. And it's made with real fruit juice as well. So that complements the whole entire drink.
Wow.
So tell us about your experience as well as influencers for the brand.
You could go ahead.
Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure just representing Landshark, Bone and Bone. It's just been amazing, and I tested the samples, and it tastes amazing. Like, I just encourage everyone to try it out, and it's amazing.
And for me, like, I feel like I resonate with the product because it's like everybody wants to have fun and go out, and then but also to like be a little bit more health conscious and stuff. And I feel like in 2020 that's something that I focused on a lot. So I feel like this complements my already ongoing lifestyle of health and fitness, as well as having the little kick of alcohol every now and then. And it's really nice. And then as influencers and stuff, this is something that I haven't done it before, and it's very new to me. And it's really nice to know that I'm supporting a product that I also enjoy. Like I really do support the product. It's lovely, and I feel like that also makes it way more nicer as well.
And I think to complement that, this product is actually made right here at home in Belize.
It's made at home. It's one of the first products like its kind, and there's no hard seltzers in Belize. And the fact that this product is made in Belize, as well as the fact that this is the hard seltzers globally is an ongoing trend everywhere else. It's really nice that now we can have that here, and like I'm a part of that whole campaign. So I really enjoy it.
And what are people saying to you guys as influencers, especially for such an esteemed product that's actually the new kid on the block? What are people saying to you?
Well, everybody wants a box like it, but there's a limited amount of boxes.
Which is why John said you can't get the box. Are you trying to hoard this one?
Yeah, no, there's
a lot of mind good.
A lot of people want to know where can they get a box, because the boxes become so trendy on social media and stuff, and everybody wants to know where they can get one of these boxes.
Yeah, because it's
so that's one of the
beautiful.
main questions I've been getting recently. Like, where can I get a box from?
And I'll tell you what, the design is on par. This is perfect, guys.
Yeah, it's very fresh.
Yeah.
Like
It
just
is,
the look
yeah.
of it, it's very fresh. Let me ask you, since you have been one of the first set of samplers, and you've probably been having it more frequently than most people. I'm not saying you drink every day, but any tips on how to have it? What's the most enjoyable way? Have you
Chilled.
tested out
Yeah,
anyway?
Chilled, yeah. You have to have it nice and cold. I feel like that makes it more refreshing.
Yeah.
And you could also put it on ice too if you drink it a little bit fast. But
Yeah.
chilled is perfect.
One of the things that I see trending on social media as well, what people do is that they actually get the specific fruit, like the watermelon lime. They actually get watermelon, chop it up, squeeze some lime in it, and put the Landshark hard seltzer, and they are just running like crazy with it. Why? Because it is new, it's sparkling, and it gives you that fruity flavor and that alcoholic touch that you just want to relax.
You just want, exactly.
I could imagine you freeze some soursop or some pineapple and put that in
and
there.
then you put it in there and you mix it up. That sounds perfect, yeah.
All right, there we go.
And it brings about the flavor as well,
We'll
too,
trademark that right now. That's us. Nobody else.
Yeah, put the flavor in it as well.
So it's in stores across the country.
It is in stores across the country.
Okay. All right. Three wonderful flavors.
We'll be providing sampling that will too, starting today and tomorrow.
All right. So I guess shortly we'll be putting up on the screen where the samplings will be, and it's going to be throughout the weekend. Sampling.
Yeah, sampling will be throughout the weekend and also for the next 6 weeks. So if you guys follow the social media pages, you'll be able to keep up to date with the sampling locations, so you guys can follow along. And if you're nearby, you can stop by the sampling locations and try this really nice, refreshing drink.
And what's the cost?
$3.50 for one.
Okay.
$3.50.
And if you want to get in a case of 24 bottles, it's going to be $67.50.
Okay.
So if you want, go take and
Well, just get your
whole
stock.
case then.
Listen, you'll drink all at once.
All right. It's saying for today, Friday the 28th, and we need to find these spots. In Belize City, the spot. In San Ignacio, Lola's Munches and Booze. In Griga, it's Island Breeze Bar and Grill. Orange Walk, the Office Pub. Ladyville, the Brewery Restaurant, one of my favorite spots. Corozal, Bay Breeze. And in PG, Waluko's Bar and Grill, one of my favorite spots. I be biased. but it's all good. And what time can we go if you'd like to do a taste?
At lunchtime, anytime after lunch, they'll be doing it for the entire afternoon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
This is so cool. Yes. All right. 3 flavors: watermelon, lime, soursop, and pineapple.
And pineapple.
You can't beat that.
So what requests have you put in for the next fruit?
Well,
what do you think is going to be perfect in the next hard seltzer flavor?
What do you think?
It's just so much like you could grasp, but I would want like a little mango flavor.
I was thinking the same exact thing.
I should have given my suggestion first.
They need to do it.
So now you got to be more creative. What other flavor would be great?
Let's see. I think like a passion fruit would be really nice.
Ooh,
passion fruit,
I'm gonna go. I'm tied between 2. Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe would be yours?
Yeah,
because it's nearly like a what? There's a slightly different taste, like a watermelon.
Can I have 2?
Yeah, you can have like I don't know, but I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of a banana. I think when you open, because one of the things about the hard seltzer, for me, as I opened it, the hint of the fruit hit me like directly, and it was like my first thought was, my goodness, I want to taste it. So if I open that and there's this hint of banana as well, that would be perfect.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
That would be perfect.
Okay, guys, well, make a note of it.
All right, so there you go.
Make
you have your homework. You take this back
take these notes
to the creative lab. Call us for sampling, and then we'll tell you if it approves.
Sounds good. Then we'll go ahead and make a note of that.
Yeah. So again, nicely designed. The design there is perfect. 80 calories, gluten-free, 1 gram of carb, and 5% ABV, alcohol by volume. Okay. Excellent. Yes, ma'am. Guys, it was excellent to have you in this morning. I think we're pumped up now, and I guess when the cameras are off, then
we can start the
covers.
We can start the sampling.
Have it chilled. It's not chilled. And remember, you don't get the box.
Chilled.
I can't lift the box, but that's dangerous for me to do.
It's a beautiful package, and one more time, let's showcase it once more.
But you'll find it in a 6-pack or in individual bottles in the stores, and it is available $3.50 each.
Yep,
and you
there
can
you
pick
go.
up the newest drink on the market.
Yeah.
Nice, refreshing, hard seltzer.
When you see the green, it's sour sop. When you see the yellow, it's pineapple, and the red, it's watermelon lime. Great. All right, guys. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us before you leave? We're going to get this in the stores. It's in the stores across the country.
It is in stores across the country. And then remember, sampling locations today. So if
Uh-huh.
anybody wants to check it out, they should, follow along and check out these sampling locations.
Mhm.
And that's it. We also would like to hear feedback from the drink as well. So like if you guys, try the drink, then tag us on the social media accounts, and then we'll be able to like go from there in terms
Are
of.
we giving this away today to our viewers? Is that happening? Because John's trying to steal it. That's what's happening.
Finally, before,
Literally, a short supply of those. So like everybody wants.
finally, before we leave, is there a Landshark hard seltzer social media page that we could see some more? And
there is,
where can we find information where we could actually go to sample or buy?
On Instagram. So
Okay.
at Landshark Hard Seltzer.
Okay.
Instagram.
At hard seltzer BZE.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've got the information.
And whenever you guys have the drink, make sure to tag us so then we can repost and keep it going. Keep the trend going.
Simone and Christian, it was an excellent time hanging out with you guys, and of course the B&B crew. Thank you so very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you guys for having us this morning.
All right, and we might just meet you for sampling. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we'll be wrapping things up for this morning. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Good morning, sweetie. It's time for school.
Are you a teacher or public sector employee who is thinking of owning your new home? Get the keys to your new home with Belize Bank's all-inclusive mortgage, the best financing option in Belize for your new home purchase or construction. Inclusive of all mortgage-related fees, no down payment, affordable terms, amazingly low interest rates. Visit our nearest branch to speak to one of our financial advisors to discuss how you can be one step closer to owning your new home. Some conditions apply.
Hello, Belize. You may not be aware of the new travel requirements set in place by the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. Passengers traveling to the U.S. must present a negative COVID test or a documentation of having recovered from COVID-19 to travel to the U.S. In light of this, Maya, in partnership with Caring Hands Clinic, have established testing centers in all their municipal airports. Caring Hands Antigen Test Center is operational in San Pedro, Belize City, Dangriga, Placencia, and Hopkins. These testing facilities are staffed by licensed healthcare professionals, including doctors, registered nurses, and nurse practitioners. Testing is done using Abbott rapid test devices that are FDA approved and made in the USA. The service is safe, fast, affordable, and the close proximity of the centers makes them convenient. Walk-ins are welcomed, but appointments are encouraged. If you would like to make an appointment, please feel free to do so at
Make your appointment, get tested, and in 15 minutes, you can get back to your vacation.
Smart continues to expand its internet coverage countrywide to help you live a smarter life.
Our villagers are very happy. They are pleased to know that Smart went the extra mile to put a tower in our village so that our villagers can get live stream on their TVs, and they can get their kids doing their online classes. I want to say to Smart, thank you for making it possible for us to get internet in Gardenia Village. We really do appreciate it.
Smart continues to take the internet and mobile services to communities across Belize. Now save even more when you bundle your Smart broadband with Smart mobile services. Smart, bringing people together.
As one of the largest cable and internet providers in Belize, CBC strives to provide our customers with the highest standards of quality, value, and service in all aspects of cable TV and internet. Monitoring our systems closely, our technicians combine creative planning and state-of-the-art technology with years of experience and training to develop and provide the most reliable and advanced cable and internet service to exceed your expectations. For CBC and our team of talented engineers, technicians, and customer service representatives, delivering less than the very best is never an option.
And we are back just like that. We have come to the end of our program for today. But just before we go, tell you what. You see this nice amount of Landshark that we've got here? Actually, we have a giveaway. Not for the box, but
we
for
negotiated a six-pack, right?
We got a six-pack. We got a six-pack for you. And the question is very easy. It's going to be for the first person to answer.
So here's what you got to do. First of all, you got to pull out your phone, your computer, your tablet, get on Facebook. We're going to give you a fair chance here. So I know you're watching on TV. Get on Facebook. Go to Open Your Eyes BC. It's going to be the first person to get the answer right in the live stream comments. Don't send us a message. Don't post it on your own page. Get on the live stream, and then you can be able to participate, right? And you are going to win a six-pack of Landshark hard seltzer.
Yeah, and you're going to love it. I'll tell you what. You ready for the question? You ready?
Do you remember the questions?
I remember the questions.
There are two questions, and they have to get one. They have to answer both right.
Both of them right. And the first person who got the answer is correct, you are going to be the lucky winner. The question is this. They're sampling across the country today and for the next 6 weeks. Tell us one of those places that they'll be sampling at and list the flavors. If you could do that, you walk away with a six-pack of Landshark hard seltzer.
All right, our producer's on the watch. She's going to tell us in just a bit who the winner is, and we'll tell you where to pick up that prize. But we do want to say, in the meantime, thank you to everyone who joined us today.
Thank you so very much.
Just as an update, of course, as we noted earlier in the show, we do want to extend our condolences to the Belize Police Department on the passing, I should say the murder that took place in San Pedro overnight. Superintendent Henry Jamot was killed last night. We don't know all the circumstances as yet, but our team is on their way out there, and we'll have a full report in our 6 o'clock news tonight. But of course, for the police department, this is a huge loss for the communities that he's worked in, because he's been in some very prominent locations before. So we know that a lot of people are mourning his loss this morning.
Definitely. Well loved in San Pedro and everywhere.
San Ignacio,
San Ignacio, everywhere he has been, because he is one of those who always go in the community and try to gain their respect as well. So we'll be having that in our 6 o'clock news report. Also, to report to you, there'll be a setting of the house this morning at 10 o'clock. And we've got our team going out there as well in Belmopan. And also at this, for that, there'll be a protest there as well, and we've got the team that will be on that for you. We invite for you to check us out on our social media page to see the latest right here on 5.
We want to say thank you to our guests today. We had a small group of the graduating class of 2021. We know that for high schoolers across this country, this has been such an unbelievable experience, and they may have lost out on some of the traditional senior year experiences, but it was so motivating to hear from them that they still walk away understanding that they have the most unique high school experience in history.
You're right. It's actually historical. It's something that they'll be talking about for years to come as to how they graduated and what happened during this particular time. So history here in Belize, as per usual. And so we want to say a big thank you once again to those students. And we also want to say a big thank you to my good buddy Mylan. Mylan is actually the CEO of Unlocking Belize. Now they will be launching their website next week. And this website is all about everything Belize. You see booking.com? Well, there is now Unlocking Belize. Everything about Belize right there and where to stay.
That's right. And we want to say a thank you to Bowen and Bowen for coming in and telling us all about the newest kid on the block. That is the Landshark Hard Seltzer. And I got to say, we got a winner.
We got a winner?
We got a winner. The winner of the 6-pack is Chantel Castillo. Chantel was the first person to correctly tell us the 3 flavors, and that's watermelon, lime, pineapple, and soursop.
Yes, and soursop.
And that she noted that one of the sampling locations is at D-Spot. All right, Chantel. So you can pick up that 6-pack. Is it easier over at you? Okay, so you can pick it up here at Channel 5. Bring an ID, of course, so we can ensure, one, that you're eligible to have it, and secondly, that you are who you say you are, and you get to enjoy it as well.
That's right. Drink responsibly. That's primarily for many, for beverages at B&B. Drink responsibly. But we need to leave. It is a fun Friday. It is a Friday, and according to the weather, folks, it's going to be a great weekend with the weather. If you've got any questions, any concerns, you could always drop us a line at oye@channel5belize.com.
You can find us on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ, and of course, all the behind-the-scenes fun is on Instagram at OYE Belize.
Then again, you can always join us on Monday when you open your eyes
to start your morning right.
As per usual, keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts open. We'll see you soon. Enjoy your day and weekend.
It was a feast.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.